Alright, what's going on guys? Gino checking back in for another video today. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about mini cuts. Now, I've been getting a lot of Instagram DMs and YouTube comments from you regarding what a mini cut is, who should do it, why you should do it, when you should do it, and so forth. And since it is not suitable for everyone, I decided to make a video going over when, why, and how you should do a mini cut so that you don't end up spinning your wheels just because of the fancy term, since it is not meant for everyone. So what is a mini cut? A mini cut is simply a short period of time where you focus on losing some body fat that you gained during your most likely prolonged bulking phase. Quick disclaimer, a mini cut is only meant for people who are already lean or are just aiming to lose a little bit of body fat. Mini cuts are not meant to make you shredded or abstract lean or whatever you want to call it. It's simply a period of time where you focus on losing a little bit of body fat. So that means that either you don't want to get very lean, you just want to clean up some body fat that you gained during your bulking phase, or you're already pretty damn lean and you just want to clean up a little bit of body fat so that you can prolong your bulk for a longer period of time. So again, it's not something that will make you very shredded unless you're already pretty damn nearly very shredded. So let's first go over how you should do it, right? So say for example you're bulking right now, you're bulking for a longer period of time, say for example 4, 5, 6 months, and you've gained some unwanted body fat. That is perfectly natural to happen when you're doing a bulk, because at the end of the day fat gain is inevitable. So you then decide to do a mini cut. Now a mini cut will last you for about 4 to 6 weeks, because if it takes any longer than that, it's not really a mini cut anymore and you're turning it into a regular cut, which defeats the whole purpose of doing a mini cut. A mini cut is generally done within the 4 to 6 week mark. Anything shorter than 4 weeks will not do anything drastic to your physique and you're basically wasting your time. And anything longer than 6 weeks will just mean that it's not a mini cut anymore and you're virtually focusing on getting shredded instead of just losing or cleaning up some unwanted body fat from a bulk. Now when it comes to a mini cut, you can be a little bit more aggressive with the calorie deficit. Right? Normally, when you go on a cut, a 500 calorie deficit is the average recommendation so that you can take the process slow and continually, gradually, linearly decrease the calories throughout the process in order to bust through a fat loss plateau, which will happen if you do a prolonged cut. But since you're only cutting for a couple of weeks, say 4 to 6 weeks, so say for example your maintenance is around 3000 calories. You can then choose to go to 2500, which would mean a 500 calorie deficit, which is normally the recommended deficit for a regular cut. But since you're doing a mini cut, you can go a little bit more aggressive in order to lose some more body fat in a short amount of time. But again, it should be the case that you don't have a lot of body fat to lose anyway, or you don't want to lose a lot of body fat, so you can choose to go for a calorie deficit of around 700 calories. So that means that you will be eating 2300 calories. Since it's only for 4 to 6 weeks, you can focus on losing a little bit more body fat, be a little bit more aggressive, since you're not going to be doing any metabolic damage or create any negative hormonal adaptations in a short amount of time, so you can simply hop straight back to your bulking calories once you're done with the 4 to 6 weeks. And that's also a big difference between a regular cut and a mini cut. Normally, when you do a regular cut and you've lost quite a substantial amount of body fat, I would always recommend you to gradually increase your calories again until you're at your maintenance or lean bulking calories, so that you maintain your current conditioning and prevent you from gaining back all of that unwanted body fat again. But that is only for prolonged cutting phases, since you've then most likely created some negative hormonal adaptations and metabolic adaptations at lower amounts of calories. So then it would be in your best interest to actually slowly increase your calories again through the reverse diet, in which you gradually increase your calories by 100 or 25 grams of carbohydrates per week until you're at that set point amount of calories. But for the mini cut, since those things are pretty much not the case, you can go straight back to maintenance or your lean bulking calories. That's perfectly fine. You won't gain back some unwanted body fat, since again, those things don't happen. Your training should stay the exact same.
Wait. So you're telling me not to go lightweight and super high reps in order to tone my muscles to get shredded?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Do not change your training. Your training should be the exact same as you were doing when you were bulking or maintaining. But that's a whole nother topic. Your nutrition should stay the exact same. The only thing that changes is your caloric intake. why should you do a mini cut? Well, a mini cut is, like I said, simply meant to clean up some unwanted body fat from a prolonged bulking phase. So this is not something that you should be doing every 2 or every 3 months because you want to stay lean during a bulk. Because if you're even thinking about doing that, the number one thing that you should actually be changing is your caloric surplus, because you're then just most likely gaining weight at a way too fast rate, which makes you gain unwanted body fat and makes you want to do a mini cut every 2 or 3 months. That is very ineffective. You will prevent yourself from gaining muscle during your bulking phases because you're constantly switching on and off from your bulk, and you're not keeping your body in an anabolic environment by having enough energy from all the calories that you're eating in order to build new muscle tissue. So it shouldn't be something that you're doing every 2 to 3 months. Instead, you should most likely be bulking for around 6 months before you even consider doing a mini cut. That way you will have focused a long enough period of time to build some new muscle tissue and actually gain some muscle mass, instead of spinning your wheels because you want to prevent fat gain or just bulk way too hard and you have to do a mini cut every 2 to 3 months. That is not ideal and not recommended. So every 5 to 6 months, it's perfectly fine to do a mini cut as long as you keep it in the 4 to 6 week range. And lastly, I want to go over why you should do a mini cut, because they are not just meant to lose some unwanted body fat. That is the primary reason behind a mini cut, but it's also very beneficial for people who want to push their bulk even longer and regain some of that nutrient sensitivity and nutrient partitioning, because if you've been bulking for a longer period of time, you know that carb pump that you normally get when you're eating a lot of carbs? Your body is basically getting used to that, and you can resensitize your muscles, resensitize your body to all of the nutrients that you're taking in by simply going on a mini cut, putting your body in a caloric deficit for a short amount of time in order to resensitize that and actually get more from the foods that you're eating in order to fuel your workouts and gain some more muscle mass. And that is pretty much all that it truly is. Now, the word mini in mini cut isn't something magical, or it's not something that will make you lose more body fat by going on a mini cut instead of a regular cut. It's simply to clean up some unwanted body fat, regain some of that nutrient sensitivity, insulin sensitivity and nutrient partitioning, so that you can bulk for a longer period of time, actually make more progress during your bulking season and maintain some of your aesthetics during your bulk. So that is it for this video, guys. I sincerely hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button because it really helps out the channel grow. Comment down below and subscribe to the channel for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.